everybody, and welcome to the TRWC Tailgate Party. I am your host, Majestic Marie, alongside Mr. Ray all day.
What's
We
up?
had quite a weekend. We thought someone was winning, and I'm still holding on by a little tiny thread. It's
He's
about
on a
that big.
really tiny, thin branch.
Oh yes. If
But-
you don't know what we're talking about, Ray all day and I had a little bet going on because it seemed like forever that Adam Cole was going to return. We thought it was never going to happen, so much so that we made a bet saying that Eddie Kingston, who's not due back until like next spring, was going to come back before him. And Adam Cole made his debut. Adam Cole came out there on Saturday, but he did not take a bump, and that was our stipulation, is that they have to take a bump. And Adam Cole, no bump, so I'm still here.
No bump, no glory. That's okay.
No, it's coming though. I'm
It's
coming.
coming.
Sure.
Yep. I can't wait to get my new Adam Cole AEW shirt.
Yep. Timothy is here, and he's
Oh, goodness.
he's listing his kings and queens over here.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. Make sure that you follow the Real Wrestling Community on Facebook. They do a lot of they share all the news, they do all the memes, they do all the fun stuff. Make sure you go check them out. And you guys know the drill. We always have the Briscoe brothers get us ready for the show. So here we go.
Ain't no way, chick. Ain't ready. There ain't no way, man. Ain't ready. Ain't no way y'all could possibly be ready. You can say you're ready as many times as you want. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all boys ain't ready. There's no way, man.
Always awesome.
Always awesome.
Yes. So before we get into the show, we do have a little bit of news. Zack Sabre Jr. is the new IWGP World Champion. So I just wanted to briefly say congratulations to Zack Sabre Jr. He absolutely deserves it. He is one of my favorite wrestlers currently today, and I'm just so excited for him.
100%. He's one of my favorites, too. He's a top 5. Love Jack Sabre Jr.
Yep.
The fact that
And
he gave Orange Cassidy a beating of a lifetime really made me happy as well.
oh yeah, he's up there for you then, isn't
He's
he?
way up there. Jack Sabre Jr. can do no wrong.
Except for beat up Adam Cole, right?
Yes, beating up Adam Cole, that would be horrible.
Unless it's for the bet.
Then it's okay. You can beat the brakes off of him. If it's for my prize, go ahead. I'm okay with MJF knocking him out tonight. That's okay.
No one's joining the learning tree over here
No.
today.
That's a big no. No tree today, please. I call my landscaper to cut that tree down. Christine, that's right. How about him?
Yeah. You thought that they weren't going to go far this year.
This is a miracle.
Yep. My Braves are long gone. Long gone. That's
I thought
okay.
I was going to return 6 months ago, so what do I know? So,
But Acuna Jr. suffered that injury, and we just never recovered. So
we got his baby brother, which is great.
oh, okay. There you go.
There you go.
Well, if it's between the Mets and the Yankees in the World Series, then I'm going to have to say go Mets, because I hate the Yankees with a passion.
Thank you. Okay. There you go. And if it was the Braves and the Yankees, I would say go Braves. I would get the tomahawk and everything.
Yeah.
No question.
Yep. Well, we have a common enemy there.
There you go.
Well, Ray, I was at SmackDown on Friday.
Yes. How was that?
It was really great. It's still kind of crazy to me because the arena that we went to was in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
And for as long as I can remember, going to that arena for wrestling shows, it just never did well. Like my mother and I went in 2019 to a Raw, and that place was half empty. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And now it's like selling out. So if there's any attest to how well WWE is doing nowadays, there you have it. Even the shows that don't normally do well, they're doing well now. So
I wonder who's missing from WWE that's made the attendance rise so much. Just saying.
Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? But they're crushing it. Good kudos to them.
Yeah.
I wish them all the best. I'm not an anti WWE guy. I'm a pro
No.
AEW guy, but I don't discredit WWE at all.
No. We're wrestling fans, and
I'm a wrestling fan. Exactly. We're wrestling fans, so I support.
We want wrestling companies to do well and to keep giving our favorite wrestlers jobs, so we can see them and cheer for them and support them. So that's what it is all about. And if you want to check out my live videos, go to Peaches and Power Bombs, our YouTube channel, and you can check out all of my live videos over there. And those have been doing pretty well. We've got over several hundred views on those videos, so not doing too bad. And so let's go ahead and get into it. Overall, how did you enjoy Wrestle Dream?
I was pleasantly shocked about the Moxie belt change. I thought that was going to happen later. I did call the heel turn by Kyle Fletcher. So I definitely patted myself on the back several times for that one. I said that was going to happen.
Yep.
I was happy that Brian Cage won. He's the new Ring of Honor TV champion. Kudos to him.
Yes.
Yes, kudos to him. And he's a big guy, and he got a belt. I was like, wow.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Big guy beating a guy that's 78 pounds. I was like, wow. I'm
Who
impressed.
would have thought?
Who would have thought that a monster that's built like a wall beat up a little guy that's built like a toothpick? I was like, wow.
Okay.
So, yeah, who'd have thought? So kudos to Brian Cage. I'm glad he's.
Oh yeah, definitely. Brian Cage is a great talent. He always works really hard. He wants to do well. He always carries himself really well too. I've had a lot of interactions with him over Twitter, and he's always been very kind and everything. So kudos, yeah, absolutely kudos.
AEW thing, and very nice guy, very receptive, very, very chill guy. Open to talking. He wasn't one of these standoffish guys that's like, I can't talk to you, I'm busy. He was a very nice guy. So
Yep, absolutely. And he told me the last time I talked to him, he was like, hey, the next time you're at a show, let me know and I'll come say hi. So not many people will say that. So,
That's okay. Like I said, he seemed like a very stand-up guy. When I saw him at the autograph signing, he was just there, one of the extras. And I spent a good 10 minutes just chatting it up. And he was a very nice guy. Wasn't in a rush, wasn't dismissive. So, yeah, I'm a Brian Cage fan.
So normally this card is weird, but it doesn't not make sense.
Yes. Some of this actually falls in, dare I say, a storyline.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. I know we always complain about AEW and they don't tell enough stories and all of this mess and a lot of their stuff seems random, but Wrestle Dream was full of storytelling, 100%. Like top full. And I just hope that they continue with that momentum and continue doing that and don't fall into the same trap that they have been, where it just feels like they're just booking week to week and not have a overall goal in mind. So I'm hoping that they continue down that path.
Yeah, the hot shot booking it doesn't work. I think you've got to build a little bit of a storyline for you to gain interest and gain an audience. You got to.
Yep.
And they're on the right path. I would say you're on the right train. Don't divert.
Right.
They had a
so
good
we're going to go
crowd.
ahead and start with the ladies. From the best of my knowledge, this was the only women's segment announced for tonight. I'm pretty sure Mariah May will do something. It's just not announced. 100%. But I don't know. I didn't see if this was a championship match or not.
I think it's one of those. She wins, she gets a title shot match. What's that called?
A qualifier match.
Qualifier. I think it's a qualifier.
Okay. So we'll have Mercedes Moné versus Queen Aminata. I'm not mad at it because I think Queen Aminata has been doing some. I don't know if it's probably aired on the other shows that we don't watch. Ray, we don't watch Rampage and we don't watch Collision. So usually we had Timothy tell us what's happening on those. But I did see where she did call out Mercedes Moné on her Twitter page. So there's that. So there is a little bit of a build up to it. And
And
You know,
didn't she save Willow like last Dynamite when she fought her, or it was a tag match or something, and she came in and like tried to like help her out.
she did something. I
She
don't
did
remember
something
what
where
it.
she did a run in and caused a little bit of a beef between her and Mercedes. So I'm not mad at this either.
Okay.
I could
It'll
find
be
she,
it'll be fine. It'll be a
yeah,
good match, and you know, the more exposure Queen Aminata gets, the better. She's really good, and she deserves some spotlight. So
100%. Let her
good
get her
for her. I still don't see her losing. I still don't see Mercedes losing though.
no shot.
And lately, Mercedes Moné has been on the radar of MVP.
Yeah,
He gave her a business card last week or the week before one. And so I don't know if she's going to decide to go that way, or if they're just showing him trying to recruit or not. I don't know if that's going to be a serious thing with her going his way. But speaking of MVP, Shelton Benjamin, who is with MVP officially, he is going to make his AEW in-ring debut against Lio Rush. And I know this looks random for AEW fans, but if you remember eons ago in WWE, Lio Rush was actually Bobby Lashley's hype man. I don't know if you remember that or not, but he
I
was with
do.
Bobby Lashley for a little bit, and it was really annoying, and he would just yell Lashley and on the microphone during his matches, and I hated that. It wasn't Lio Rush's fault because he's just doing what he was told, but I didn't like it. But
No, it was
there
awful.
is a little bit of a connection there because both of these guys have history with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, and I think Lio Rush just signed a new contract with AEW,
He did.
so kudos to him. It's good to see him on the main event show, and that should be a really good match. Leo puts on a great show. I think he's
Oh, he
very good in
does.
the ring. He's very talented. Shelton is an animal.
Oh gosh, he's incredible. He does
Incredible.
not get enough credit for his contribution to wrestling at all.
Not even a little. And the dude is insane.
Yes. Let's see. Timothy says, I bet Serena D might attack Queen Aminata tonight. They have been having a good storyline on Collision. Okay.
Okay.
See there, our Collision expert, Timothy, is here to save the day.
Save the day. I would have no idea about that feud.
Good for them. I have a question. You all talk about storytelling during matches. How do you see a story? I don't see stories. I just see people wrestling. I don't understand, I guess. Well, the thing is that usually if you listen to the commentary, they'll actually pretty much guide you into the story that the people might be telling. Oh, Bryan Danielson hurt his neck a couple weeks ago. So, or you know what? Let me change that. Bryan Danielson hurt his left arm a couple weeks ago. Well, now he's wrestling Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley knows that his arm is hurting him and he's not 100%. So he's going to go after that arm. And that's kind of the story, is Jon Moxley just going after taking advantage of Bryan Danielson's weaknesses, things like that. During the Darby Allin and Brody King match, they made the point of letting everyone know that Darby Allin has never pinned Brody King. They've wrestled 7 times, and he's lost 6 of those matches. The other match that he won was just a coffin match, so he didn't actually pin or submit Brody King. So they kept telling us that story over and over again, that this is a huge hurdle for Darby Allin to overcome, is getting over Brody King. He's been a thorn, a very big thorn, I should say, in Darby Allin's side for a long time. Darby Allin hasn't quite overcome. And so I at first I thought that Brody King and Darby Allin was very random, But when they told that story, and then later on when he comes in to try to save Bryan Danielson, he had to overcome that hurdle first. And now he can fully put his mind to saving AEW from Jon Moxley and his crew. So that was fantastic. Things like that. They
100%.
listen to what the commentary people are saying, and just watching their how they interact and things like that. So it takes a while to figure out what they're doing. And Christine, that's not a silly question. It takes a long time to figure that out.
No. And the build up to the Moxley match, Christine, I think it started, he was like, I have to beat you, Darby, to get a title shot. And I got to fix AEW, and AEW is going under, and I have to save it. So you knew he was building up to getting a title shot. So it wasn't like he just challenged Bryan Danielson out of the blue. He had to beat Darby first. Then he attacked Bryan Danielson before the pay-per-view.
Yep.
Now they had this big match. So I felt like it built something to it. You knew it was happening.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I liked it. And with Will Ospreay's 6-man, he got into the fight with Ricochet. They made it into a 6-man because Takesha, got involved. And obviously Kyle Fletcher was involved. There's story to it. It was a build-up where it wasn't just like out of nowhere these two started feuding. And Ricochet and Will Ospreay have a big history. It goes back several years. So I definitely agree with you with that.
No worries, Christine. Sometimes I'm doing other things and have wrestling on, and I'm not paying all that close attention to. So no worries there.
No, definitely no worries.
Well, Timothy, if that happens, and Deeb, we don't want too many interferences in one match. I mean, that would just be too much. But
yeah, 2 run-ins too much.
Yes. All right. Oh, here we go. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Huh. The highlight of the show. This is the highlight.
We've been living under a rock. Adam Cole is Ray Alday's favorite wrestler of all time.
Of all time.
And he has been out for a really long time, like 11 or 12 months or so. And we had a little wager that Adam Cole wasn't going to return until Eddie Kingston does, but I'm still hanging on by a tiny little thread, like we said, but
it's getting close. One of them has to take a bump. And
Yes.
I'm praying that someone doesn't attack Eddie Kingston in his house and kicks him off his wheelchair or something. That would just destroy me. That would destroy me. I would be like, no!
I would laugh so hard.
I would be so upset. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That would be horrible. So I'm hoping Adam Cole doesn't let me down. I'm praying to God this doesn't happen.
You know what is so bad?
I broke you again.
Oh goodness. You know what is so messed up about this is that we are both like clamoring for our favorite people to get beat up. That is so
We're both clamoring for both our guys to take a beating. I've never
Come
rooted
on,
for Adam
Eddie,
Cole
come out
to
there
lose
and
in my life.
get super kicked in the face in your wheelchair. Come on, Adam Cole. Limp out there and oh goodness.
If Adam Cole comes back and MJF just argues back and forth, I'm going to break the remote. This will make me nauseous. Please, one of you do something to each other. I don't care if it's a slap, a headbutt, a kick, a chair shot, anything. I don't care. You've got to do something. Please do not have a verbal war. Someone's got to throw something. I don't care if MJF has his sister come in and kick him. I don't care if his grandmother comes in and hits him with the purse. Something's got to happen. Something has to happen. I waited too long. I sent you 15 gallons of milk, Adam. You've got to do the right thing now. Your bones should be okay. I sent you calcium pills. I sent you milk. I even had a whole cow in a barn sent to your house. Come on. Don't make me look bad. You got to do right by me. Please, God, please. I am done. Everybody who's watching, when Adam Cole's on, you've got to make sure this happens. You've got to make sure this happens. Do not let me down, Adam. I'm begging you. Please, I know you're here in the show. This is my rant. Please don't do this to me. We're at the finish line. We're at the 99-yard line. You're a yard away. I'm handing you the ball. Just punch it through.
And here comes Eddie Kingston wheeling out.
And here comes Eddie Kingston rolling in. And Adam Cole's like, what are you doing here? And super kicks him. And I'm like, no! No!
Oh, goodness.
That would be just awful. That would just be like the ruining of my night. And I could...
Sorry.
That's okay. I could see it happening. And Christine will be like, wow, they said he was going to roll into the ring and get super kicked. I would be like, no! And Eddie Kingston just falls back in his chair. I'm just like, no! It'll be so awful for me. This would be awful for me. I will be texting you like, no! I'll be so upset. This cannot happen. Please, Adam. Please, God, don't.
That's the messed up part, Christine, is we're each wanting our guy, our favorite wrestler, to get beat up.
Yes, I actually do.
Oh, goodness. Erica's with us.
Want.
And Erica, I am so sorry. As soon as the show ended, I saw you come up to say hello for the show. So I'm glad that you made it before.
How you doing, Erica? Good to see you.
It's a joke between the two of us, Christine, where I was making a joke that Eddie Kingston was going to come back and wrestle before, or come back before Adam Cole, because Adam Cole had been out for so long. And we made a little gesture that if whoever comes back first has to take a bump. So that's all that is.
That's all.
And it kind of turned into a whole thing, but it's fun. We've been having so much fun.
Built up into something incredible.
You should have seen me on Saturday. I was like, oh, here we go, and then he just gets in the ring and starts hyping up the crowd, and that was it. And I was like, no bump, I'm still alive. So that's all that was.
And I'm watching him run into the ring, and I'm going online to AEWShopZone.com. I'm like, oh, what am I going to get? He's going to do something, right? He's going to do something. No, he's not going to do anything. So I closed my computer and just started crying. I agree, Shane.
Please don't kill yourself, Adam Cole.
Please don't. And please don't invite Eddie Kingston to the ring tonight. Please don't. No. I'd rather watch The Learning Tree. Please don't make that happen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that would be horrible. And I could see this happening for some stupid reason. That would just ruin my night.
Well, we have to move on.
All right.
Okay, so we're having, speaking of The Learning Tree, we have FTR. Oh, why did they have to pull FTR into this nonsense? First, it was Mark Briscoe, and now FTR. Are they trying to drag some of my favorite wrestlers into this mess?
Into this vortex of horribleness.
Ugh.
Well, you know what time it is for this?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
It is time.
It is time.
And now it's time for Tinkle Time with Ray all day.
100%. As soon as this match starts, let's go.
See, the thing is...
But I love FTR, so I don't know.
I can't walk away from it because it's been my favorite people. Outside of Eddie Kingston, it's been, I love Mark Briscoe. And actually, Mark Briscoe and Chris Jericho's match was actually pretty good. And thank goodness, thank you, Jesus, Mark Briscoe won.
Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Prayers
And
to the Lord.
now this is happening.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was scared too.
I was like, please don't ruin this. Please don't take this belt off him and give it to this big dum dum.
And
But no.
the thing is I don't actually hate Chris Jericho. I just hate this gimmick. I hate the learning tree. I don't hate Big Bill and I don't hate Brian Keith. I just don't like the gimmick. I don't like it. So I mean, sometimes it's so bad it's entertaining that it's that bad.
I don't think
And I kind of laugh at it.
But I'll give you that.
But it's not really my thing.
It's not my thing. It makes me nauseous.
Aw, Erica said that she thought about me on her birthday. She got a blaster box and pulled an Eddie Kingston trading card. Aw.
Oh, awesome.
That's sweet. Yes. We both love FTR. They are the best tag team.
By far.
Hello, Romero. Welcome to the show.
So we have two things in common. We both love FTR. And we both love Brian Cage. And we love Jack Sabre Jr. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're both
the
Slim
Briscoes.
J fans.
I'm sorry?
And we're both Slim J fans.
And we're both, Slim J. I wish he would come back.
Yep.
I miss him so much.
Yep. It's all good though. I really don't know who would win this match. It's up in the air.
Yeah. I mean, this could go either way. This is the first match that's actually a coin flip. I don't know who's winning.
Me neither. All right, are you ready to move on to your second favorite act in AEW?
Of course.
Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Rocky Romero versus Okada and the Young Bucks.
Oh my God.
For reasons.
That makes no sense.
Nope.
So of course, Romero is going to have to take the fall because why would Orange Cassidy take a fall?
Yeah.
So that's inevitable. You might as well just tell Rocky to just lay down because you're going down tonight, buddy. You're looking up at the lights. Just spare me that because Orange Cassidy is the mega giant star. And he's the size of Brian Cage, right? They're same size, and he definitely should get over.
Yeah, but
Love Okada though.
I love Okada too. I just don't like.
I don't like him with
I'm
the
not
elite.
a fan of this.
No.
So I asked Tom on our show last night. I'm going to ask you here, Ray. We have John Moxley and his little terror group trying to take over AEW.
Yeah.
But we kind of already have that going on in a more comical way, I guess you would say, with the Elite, with the Young Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry. Would you ever vet those two groups against each other, or would you keep them as far apart as possible?
In my opinion, you got to keep them far apart as possible.
And do you find it a little redundant that they're kind of like you had the Elite say that they're taking over and this is their show now and we're MVPs and everything, and then John Moxley comes out and says it's not your show anymore, it's mine or whoever's.
And then if MVP builds a stable, it's going to be his company.
It's just a little odd.
It's weird. Like every group has got a faction. So I don't know. I don't see the Elite and Moxley's little. I don't know if they're called the BCC anymore.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know. Shocking that Yuta turned. I knew that was happening.
Did he though? Because you could see the instant regret on his face.
I don't know. It looked like he did. I mean, he did it. So I don't know.
Yes, and then later on he tweeted, "Sorry, Brian. Enjoy retirement."
So maybe I don't know. Maybe they're going to keep the tag belts.
Taking the dog out of his misery type thing. I don't know.
I don't know, but no. To answer your question, no. I think you got to keep them separate. But this looks like the battle of the factions, and I'm like, I don't know who's going to win that one.
Right.
Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I don't think that they should touch each other at all.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Christine doesn't like the Young Bucks. Timothy, of course, does.
Of course he does.
Is Marina Shafir Russian?
Yes.
I thought so.
And she needs to start wrestling and trying to get one of those women titles.
So there was a lot of storytelling in the ending of Wrestle Dream, and I will say that it was very odd because AEW has conditioned us into expecting a happy ending in some way at the end of all of their pay-per-views. This is the first time that they have left the fans just gutted and like just sitting there like, I don't know about this. So did you like the ending?
It was very surprising. This was very WWE-ish. This kind of reminded me of when Undertaker lost his streak to Brock. And the air of the whole building just went out. Like,
right.
If you just, like, the whole audience just was like numb. Because it's his hometown. I really didn't think he was going to drop it there. I thought he would drop it at the next pay-per-view.
Right.
I think it's his hometown. They're going to give him the push, but hey.
Well, apparently this is what Danielson wanted. He didn't want to go out Sting style with winning and celebrating and all this other kind of stuff. He wanted it to be in his hometown, and he wanted to give back in his retirement. So that is why it happened the way it did. Mm-hmm. And the most interesting thing, though, to me was that Jon Moxley didn't do the traditional pro wrestling, I just won the title bit. He didn't grab the title, and he didn't hold it up. He didn't celebrate in front of the crowd with his buddies or anything like that. You know, I don't even know if he actually touched it or not, because
it looked like he just took the belt.
Claudio and Pac grabbed that belt, threw it in a black duffel bag, and ran out of there. So it was crazy to me. I was like, okay, so it's not really about the title. It's about taking control. Okay, we have this. We're in control now. You can't stop us type thing.
Yeah, it was weird because he didn't jump on the ring aprons with the belt and wrap it around his waist like you said. It was kind of weird. They put it in a bag. I was like, what's this about?
Yeah. And I tell you what, at the end of all of this, this is going to make Darby Allin a huge star.
Massive.
He is going to be the person to save AEW from Jon Moxley. Eventually.
Yep. Eventually. He's going to be the guy. And I will not be surprised if at some point next year he's a new AEW champion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Darby Allin deserves that. He's done everything that he's been asked to do. He's always a team player. He's very selfless, and he has improved a whole lot and has developed his character. And you can't help but cheer for the guy and be behind Darby Allin.
100%.
So I'm excited to see what happens.
Likewise.
All right, let's get to some comments, and then we'll go ahead and end it for the week. No love for Don Callis family or the patriarchy. I missed something. Jay White and Christian. I didn't write it. I wrote it down. I just didn't put it up here. I am so sorry. We missed a match, guys. I am so sorry.
You know, Shane has got me. He
Jay
did a Mike
White.
McCarthy.
Jay White versus Christian Cage is supposed to happen tonight, and I thought that was random as ever, and then I remembered that I believe that the Bang Bang Gang were actually in a feud with Christian and the patriarchy when he was hurt. So this makes absolutely sense. They're just running something back real quick, buttoning up something, and we're going to move forward. of course, Christian Cage does have an opportunity to cash in. This is all the terminology we know, okay, people? He has the ability to cash in his opportunity at the world title at any time, so that puts a big target on his back as well. So Jay White would want retribution, and if he beats, one of the number one contenders for the title, there you have it. Do you see Christian actually cashing in that thing for a while, or do you see him waiting until maybe a Darby Allin wins and then?
Yeah, he's going to wait this out. He's going to do it when you completely forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got to do it at a time where you just really just completely got it out of your mind that, oh, wait a minute, he does have that cash in. It's going to be one of those things. And when he pulls it off, it's going to be sick. And I'm very surprised that Jay White beat Hangman clean like that. Kudos to him. They're giving him the push again. Jay White's an awesome star. So
I thought that was the right call. Hangman Page actually losing helps his character a lot, because it can just make him even more chaotic. So 100%. There's that. And Jay White just came back. This was his first match from his injury. He needed the win more than Adam Page did.
100%. And I see him beating Christian tonight, some way, somehow.
Christian Cage screwed Jay White for a world title shot back in the summer. Yeah. I remember that now.
There is story to that. That's true. I forgot about that.
There is. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Tonight is an interesting one. I will be watching with an AEW gift card in my cart.
I'll be on
ready
the AEW,
to send out.
I'll be on the AEW Shop Zone website looking at my new Adam Cole shirt.
Until Eddie Kingston rolls out in his wheelchair.
And then my dreams and hopes are gone. He takes that super kick, and I'm like, no!
We're joking. I am not wishing for Eddie Kingston to come out there in his current state. He could make it even worse. So absolutely not. But that's the show, guys. We'll be here again next week to continue, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
You guys,
if the bet will last another week or not.
All right, and I have some ideas for the podcast, and I'll let everybody know in the coming weeks what those are. And we'll see y'all later. Enjoy Dynamite.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.